Hello, this is the trade site Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, May 17th, 2020, ending Friday the 22nd. Hope you had a good trading week, which wasn't much in Forex, honestly. It's pretty late. Here's a look at the dollar index daily chart. Not a lot going on, unfortunately. We're 11 candles up towards the sell signal, so 2 days up would get us that. Um, but really a very flat week again. The euro dollar, the inverse of the dollar index, as usual. Look how narrow that was. We'll look at that in the intra-week action, but it was just horrible. Pound dollar, little move, but not much better overall. Like 2 days basically did the whole move. Aussie dollar, dead flat. Euro yen, also nothing there. The pound yen, not much there. It's also 11 candles down now towards a buy signal. And the pound Swiss, not much there either. It was really just an uneventful week. Here's a look at the 30-minute candles intra-week. So the euro dollar basically spent the whole week in an 110, basically 100 pip range. The 13 sell signal on the 10-minute, on the 30-minute chart is the high of the week on Wednesday. And so this is just horrible range. I mean, usually this thing trades 130 pips a day. It didn't even trade that in the entire week from high to low. Thursday, Friday in particular were really horrible. When you look at the pound, on the other hand, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday were pretty boring, stuck in a pretty narrow range. And then we found support at the pink risk line from the 13 buy signal on the 30-minute chart. Finally, 2 days later, broke that and got a little move on Friday, which we should have made money on. And we got stopped out just barely from our trade on that side. So we had some days with no triggers, days with stop out or two, and a little winner. Really not much of a week at all, and not much to discuss. All right, in terms of economic data moving forward on Sunday, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, Fed Chair Powell speaking, preliminary GDP price index out of Japan, and the preliminary GDP. Monday, we've got Japan's tertiary industry activity. We've got the bank holiday out of Canada, so Canada starts the week not trading. CB leading index out of the UK. Housing market index here in the US at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. PPI out of New Zealand, Monday night going into Tuesday. Monetary policy minutes from the last meeting out of Australia at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time on Monday. Revised industrial production out of Japan. Claimant, let's get the unemployment rate out of the UK at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Zoo economic sentiment out of Europe and then Germany. ECOFIN meetings out of Europe. We got the building permits and housing starts at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday. CB leading index, that's here. The CB leading index is out of China at 9 a.m. Fed Chair Powell testifies to Congress at 10 a.m. Eastern Time on Tuesday, so 30 minutes into the markets. CB leading index out of Australia, GDT price index out of New Zealand, FPI out of New Zealand, core machinery orders out of Japan, MI leading index out of Australia. On Wednesday, we've got the CPI, PPI, RPI, and all the inflationary numbers out of the UK at 2 a.m. Eastern Time. Current account out of Europe, housing price index out of the UK, final CPI data out of Europe, 5 a.m. Eastern Time, German 10-year bond auction. Then we have the CPI out of Canada along with wholesale inventories at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Consumer confidence out of Europe, crude oil inventories here at 10:30 a.m. FOMC meeting minutes from the last Fed meeting at 2 p.m. Flash manufacturing and services PMI out of Australia. Trade balance and flash manufacturing PMI out of Japan. Credit card spending out of New Zealand. Swiss bank holiday, French, everybody's on bank holiday. Let's see, Swiss, France, and Germany all on bank holiday going into Thursday. Flash services PMI and manufacturing PMI out of the UK. CBI industrial order expectations out of the UK. ADP non-farm employment change. The U.S. Philly Fed manufacturing number. The weekly initial and continuing jobless claims numbers expected to be big again. Flash manufacturing PMI and services PMI out of the U.S. at 9:45 a.m. on Thursday. CB leading index existing home sales at 10 here. Natty gas at 10:30 here. Fed Chair Powell speaks at 2:30 again. New Zealand's retail sales number at 6:45 p.m. Eastern Time going into Friday. Japan's national core CPI number. Retail sales and public sector net borrowing out of the UK. Flash and manufacturing and services PMI numbers out of France, Germany, the broad European sector going into Friday, and then core retail sales and corporate profits out of Canada Friday. No U.S. data Friday. And then keep in mind the following week, Monday, so we're heading into this from here, is Memorial Day here in the U.S. So we're on holiday. So people will leave Friday early here in the U.S. Charts as usual brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken a trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading Forex week.